Hey guys, what's up? Dan here with a new video. Low investment Harbingers ran in Dunes maps. This is what we're gonna take a look at in today's video. I decided to go for the low investment setup since I've already seen so much content about Harbingers, City Square and the Harbinger Compasses. I was hoping to get lucky with a mirror shard or a fracturing orb, but instead I got really unlucky. Let's take a quick look at the Atlas skill tree. This is the Atlas skill tree that I used to farm 1000 Harbingers. We're going for Shaper, Elder and Conqueror maps, Wrath of the Cosmos, Searing Exarch altars, more invitations. We're spec'd into Heist for contracts and blueprints, and we are spec'd into Delirium. To run these maps a little bit faster, we are spec'd into the Pact with Energy and Mining Byproducts nodes, and since this is a Harbinger project, we are fully spec'd into Harbinger guys, and we're running them in a low investment setup. They're pretty much free. This is the loot that I managed to get from 300 plus maps, 1000 Harbingers in total. A lot of stuff in here guys. As you can see, we have so many deception contracts and blueprints, we have maps, invitations, a few essences, we have some resonators here, and these would be the currencies guys. They barely fit into a single tab. As you can see, we have a few more here. Quite a lot of stuff, but it's to be expected since I ran 300 maps instead of the usual 100-150 maps that I run when I want to make a video. Let's take a quick look at our big drops. We have 3 memories of the Sacred Grove, and besides that we have some really nice cards here: Luminous Trove, Council of Cats, Deadly Joy, Samurai's Eye, Astromancer, Mind's Eye Academy, a Darker Half, Underground Forest. We found a Fractured Ring with tier 1 life, which I sold for 2 divines. We have some nice cluster jewels here, and we also have some really good ones for around 1 divine, which will probably sell. Quite a lot of loot from these 2 tabs right here. But before we take a look at the numbers, I want to mention something about the fracturing shards and how I ended up running 1000 Harbingers for this video. I started running Harbingers, it was fun. In the first 50 maps I dropped 5 fracturing shards. I ran another 50 and dropped none. I decided to run another 50 to see, maybe my luck will turn around. No shards again. Another 50 guys. I was at 200 maps and I was only at 5 fracturing shards. So from map 50 all the way until map 200, 210 I think, I was at 5 fracturing shards, and the remaining 10 fracturing shards were dropped in the last 90-100 maps. There is so much RNG when you're farming fracturing shards. Be careful with the compasses if you only have a few divines in your stash tab right now. Let's take a quick look at the numbers. These would be the numbers: 50 divines from currencies, 31 divines from a lot of things here like the scarabs, we have delirium orbs, some cards and some lucky cards here. I gambled a little bit with the altars and I would say it paid off. Instead of going for guaranteed results, I was taking a look at those altars and going for some corrupted cards, some divination cards, and we have some nice loot here. This is what we managed to get from our maps and invitations. We have 289 mesas. I decided to favorite mesa map and I was selling them for around 6.5 chaos in bulk, but I will be including them in this spreadsheet at 5 chaos per piece. So we basically run dunes and we drop mesa. You can use pretty much the same Atlas skill tree, farm mesa and drop dunes. We have some nice maps here like the Conqueror, Shaper, Elder, 12 incandescent invitations and 12 polaric ones. Quite a lot of loot from the deception contracts boys, and the unusual gem blueprints are going up and they're 70 chaos right now. Row markers 30, 1000 for a divine, absolutely insane, and we also have some nice currency from the fully revealed blueprints. These would be our lucky drops, 14 divines in total. We have the 3 memories of the Sacred Grove, a Voidborn Key, a Fracture, the tier 1 life ring which I sold for 2 divines, and we have 2 really nice cluster jewels for around 1 divine. Besides that we have a Cortex, which I would say is quite unlucky considering the fact that I ran 300 maps. This would be our profit per hour right here, and our investment at around 11 divines for 300 maps, but please keep in mind most of the investment is the dunes map and you're kinda sustaining them by dropping a lot of mesas. So we're only investing 2-3 chaos per map, and this is what we managed to get. My numbers, if the music was good guys, 3.5 minutes per map. If the music was bad, 3.5 or 4 minutes. 300 maps is quite a lot of time to be farming the same strategies, so I would say that probably a fair average for these maps would be at around 3.5 minutes. So in total, with the lucky drops included, I managed to farm around 7 divines profit per hour. Now please keep in mind, my build is a little bit faster since I have a Mageblood. If you have a slower character, you're probably gonna be able to run these maps in 4.5 minutes. Worst case scenario, you're gonna make 5 divines profit per hour from a really low, almost free farming strategy with Harbingers. There is potential for big drops. You could get a fracturing orb, you could get a mirror shard, quite rare that one, but you know, there is potential for big drops right here. Let's take a quick look at the loot from the Harbinger related loot, and please keep in mind this table is not included in the total below. These currencies right here are already in these tables. But this is pretty much what we managed to get from the Harbingers. Estimated 300 or so chaos at around 1 chaos per map. We have Ancient Orbs, Annuls, Harbinger Shards, and the Harbinger Orbs of course, Fracturing Shards, Exiles, and in total, as you can see, we invested 300 chaos and we managed to make 3300. So we're basically spending 1 chaos per map and we come out of the map with around 11 chaos of revenue or 10 chaos of profit, which I would say is quite nice. We have a nice layout map here and we're using chisels, scours, alchemies and rusted harby, rusted sulfite, a really low investment setup. For those of you that are playing my build, really important, use summon phantasms, replace the awaken minion damage, and also use this mastery right here. Minions recover 5% of life on minion death. We're basically summoning phantasms, the king harbingers are gonna destroy the phantasms, and that's how our zombies are able to stay alive. The specters are quite tanky, you don't really need to pay attention to them, but if you're not gonna use the trick with summon phantasms and the minion recover life on minion death, your zombies are gonna die. Okay? And also your animate guardian may die. He got really close until I was using the summon phantasms. So when we're running these maps, we're gonna take the delirium mirror. We don't have it 100% of the time, but when it spawns, we're gonna walk through it and we want to take the delirium rewards to level 5. Sometimes you're gonna be able to take the rewards to level 6. It's not gonna be that often though because of this Dunes map layout. And when we find the King Harbinger, as you can see, King Harby plus Delirium, not the best FPS we have here boys, but we have some nice loot. Have a strong box here, we have some Voltasic Veins, we're gonna be a little bit faster. And whenever you see a Harbinger or a King Harbinger, use your Val Summon Skeletons, and this is pretty much what you need to do. Now, we are at level 5 Delirium, so we can either end it manually, or we can try to take down a few more packs. Maybe we're gonna be able to take it to level 6, however I doubt it. The maps where I managed to take it to level 6 spawned a lot of strong boxes guys, okay? So you're gonna need a lot of strong boxes to take the Delirium to level 6. As you can see, definitely not the best build to be farming these Harbingers, but still I was able to get, I would say, decent profit per hour at around 6.5-7 divines profit per hour, and this is pretty much what you need to do. We're just shield charging. It's a simple, almost all can go farming strategy. Let's just end this mirror right here because you guys are probably watching a slideshow. So we have some nice rewards here, some currencies, and as you can see, we already have a lot better FPS. So now we're just gonna shield charge and have a few more enemies here. Let's see, have a few packs here, taking down these guys. And for the Mabos, I should have probably saved Val Summon Skeletons, but it doesn't really matter that much. He went down quite fast. This is pretty much what you're gonna be able to get every time you run a map. Some shards, some currencies, and of course, whenever you get lucky with the altars, you're gonna get some Grand Embers, you're gonna get some Awakened Sextons, some Curses, all that nice stuff. So 124 divines profit in around 300 maps. Hopes were high, results were low. Not gonna lie, was hoping for a full fracturing orb or for a mirror shard. Who knows guys, who knows what could drop when you farm Harbingers. In my case, we didn't manage to get anything that great, but I would say profit per hour still looking okay. Considering the fact that this is a really low investment setup, we managed to make 6 to 7 divines profit per hour. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, good luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.